I don't hold any grudges. I'm happy, you're happy.
Yeah.
That's
And I
it.
wish them all well.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
It's like what Cardi B said, I wish you well in hell.
Welcome back to another episode of 3Ps in a Pod.
We're three Pinoys in a podcast.
And we are your newest friends on the internet.
We've all been in a situationship where it's kind of a relationship, but it's not. And you don't know what it's called until someone coined the term situationship. So how do you guys define a situationship and how did you end up in one?
I think for me, a situationship is, well, a lot of people say it's a level below a relationship, but I think situationship has its own branch in like the flow chart of a relationship.
Flow chart.
Flow
It's
chart.
a form of relationship.
Yeah, I think it is a form of relationship, but not necessarily a stage before an actual relationship. Because I think it's not really a part of the natural process, let's say, of a Filipino relationship, because you have the courtship and then the relationship, isn't it? But yeah, I think it is a relationship without any commitment, I guess. That's the easier way to define it.
Yeah, I think situationship is like being in a gray zone. Because it's more than a friendship, but it's less than a romantic relationship or serious relationship. You get to be intimate and to be romantic, but then it's non-committal. Yeah, I think for me that's what situationship is.
So how do you guys end up in one?
Okay,
I've never been.
I've never been this week.
For the past almost 2 weeks.
Sure.
I think for me, it's more when I was when I was younger. I think, having commitment issues, I think that's the best thing for me to be in, because obviously there's no commitment, but you still have companionship with it. So I think that's how I ended up.
I think being in a situationship when we were younger maybe is different when we are at this age. I'm not sure, because maybe when you're young, you're just like having fun.
Yeah.
But then when you are older, you feel like you know what you want in life.
Yeah.
You know your intentions. So sometimes I think that's what makes the situationship at this age harder.
And I think all of us have been on, I don't know, maybe with you guys, but we've been on both sides where we are the one who's not ready to progress with the relationship. And we've been on the receiving end of the other person is not ready to progress in the relationship. And that kind of becomes a situationship that you go through. Like you guys said, it's kind of a difficult situation because you don't know where it's heading. And it's like you're just playing around on that kind of level of a situationship.
Yeah, but it's a bit tricky, isn't it? Because what is the end goal? Because, why are you in a situationship, firstly?
I think
Yeah.
that's the thing. There's no end goal. Because that's why it's non-committal. There's no pressure. Like, you just go with the flow.
But when you're there, you don't know that.
That's true.
Because when you're there to have fun. You're there to have the kilig, to have the jitters, and just having someone in your life. But at the end of the day,
someone who's constant.
exactly.
But it's not really, but it's not really friends with benefits as well, because
No.
it's more intimate than that. It's more personal than that. So why enter a situationship at this stage without the commitment?
It's nice that you said that, actually, because a lot of situationships start from friends with benefits or one night.
Yeah.
And then one person develops a feeling and then tries again, and then it becomes a situationship. But because it started as one night or friendship, then it doesn't roll over as a relationship, and they
I guess
get
it's
stuck
difficult,
there.
isn't it?
Yeah.
But like what I said, if you enjoy the person's company, if you enjoy the person's intimacy, why would you not then roll it to a proper relationship where you actually have labels?
Maybe for some people, because they don't have the capacity to actually be in a relationship. Like their headspace, their emotional intelligence or maturity hasn't gone from like being single to actually fully commit to someone.
Yeah.
I guess if you are on the same page, that's okay.
Yeah.
If both of you agree, then that's fine. But the moment that you feel like, you're not benefiting from it anymore, then I guess you can just step out because there's no commitment. There's no promise of a future. But that's actually a good question. Then why would you enter a situationship? So maybe because that's why it's called situationship, because at that certain situation, it's like it's what you needed.
Agree. I can relate to that
Not
so much.
really a relationship.
Yeah.
You
'Cause-
just need someone who's constant that you can reach out to.
Yeah.
But then actually you're not ready to
Commit.
love or like fully give yourself to that person. But
No.
then you enjoy it. You
For
enjoy his
sure.
company or her company. But that's just about it.
When I was in that unhealthy mental state, I met someone. I knew I was not ready for a relationship, but texted, messaged, went out. The first time we properly went out on a proper date was Valentine's Day. And she told me later on that I really thought you were going to ask me that time. But I know that inside my head, I was still not okay. I was still not ready to commit into a relationship. So I was like, can we just stay status quo? Like, this is all I can give you right now. And eventually, when I was okay, and then I asked her out, like, hey, can we step this forward? And they were like, I think it's too late.
The
I
girl
think,
said it's
she
too
said
late.
that. I think I've moved on, and I think what I want is different from who you are. And then we just ended things. And the reason why I stayed there, and the reason why I didn't ask you on Valentine's Day, because what if she says no, and I'll lose that person, that constant person who I need when I'm not okay. And if that person goes, then would I be better? Because she's the person that is clinging on to me while I'm trying to get better.
But do you think that there is always, well, not always, but most of the time, there's always one person in the losing end? Because it's so hard to not develop
I think
any
so.
feelings.
Agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially since it's like almost in a relationship just without commitment. So you are being, like, there are some feelings involved because it's
Yeah.
not just being friends with benefits, isn't it?
Yeah, because someone gets hurt more than the other. Especially if you're not the one who ended it. And then all of a sudden, like the routine. It's basically like a relationship. If someone break up with you, like you lose the routine, you have to rewire your brain, not having that person or...
But yeah, though it seems like a catch-22 because you enter the situationship knowing that most of the time it doesn't really end well.
Does it
Yeah, I
hurt
guess-
as much when breaking up a situationship as it is a relationship?
Oh no, not at all. Not even 1/8 of it.
Today is not going to be this or that. It is going to be stay or go. I'm going to give you some situations of situationships. I want you to tell me, would you stay or would you go? So let's start off. You're 6 months in and you found out from their friend that they just made out with someone while drunk a week ago. So you've been together for 6 months. Do you stay or do you go?
I'm going to go because I think no, it's a somewhat that's what happened to me. It's not, I don't know. I know there's no labels, but at the same time, I know where I want to stand in this relationship. So I'm like, bye.
Krisha, what do
I'll
you
go.
do?
No question asked. I cannot handle betrayal. Even if we're not committed, at least we could be exclusive.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Charles, stay or go?
I can stay. It's non-committal, so...
I know. I think it really depends on the conversation, isn't it? Yeah.
The agreement.
The agreement, yeah, and the exclusivity of it.
So you've been together for 3 months and they just say to you they want to spend a bit less time together and slow things down and see where it goes. What do, Charles?
That's so realistic. I'm just kidding. I've stayed. Yeah. Until the next one comes along.
Krisha, do you stay or do you go?
I think I'll stay. Because, yeah, you're still there, but then just less time. And I still do my things, so...
Nika, stay or go?
Yeah, I'm staying as well.
12 months in and they have not introduced you to any friends or family.
Ooh.
Do you stay or do you go, Krisha?
I'll go. Yeah, maybe I'll go because, like, aren't you proud of me? You're lucky to have me.
But he doesn't have you. You're just in a situationship.
Oh, that's true. Well, then I guess I'll stay. I wouldn't introduce him until he introduced me.
Nika.
Yeah, I'll stay as well because, I mean, if it's just a situationship, why do I need to be introduced to their family and friends? It's like, we're not
Charles?
together.
My answer is I'll go actually. Because I think situationship is like, sure, you're not committed, but you're already part of each other's lives. So why not be part of your friends as well?
But I think that's a step too far for me.
Doesn't have to be a relationship. Like still casual situation.
I know, yeah, but like it's a step too far for me that I'm already meeting family and friends.
Because they're invading your circle.
Because that seems too relationshipy now. Yeah. But that's just me, of course.
2 months in, and they only text after midnight. Stay or go, Charles.
Go. I'm asleep at that time.
Yeah, same. I mean, go. That's not a situationship. That's a booty call.
Booty call, exactly.
Nika?
Stay. I'm awake that time.
6 months in, and they sit you down and say they do not want a relationship, but would be sad if you date anyone else. What do you do? Do you stay or do you go, Nika?
It's quite difficult.
That's
isn't
difficult,
it?
yeah. Because it depends where am I at that point in my life. Like, if you'll tell me you don't want a relationship but you don't want me to date someone.
I think I would appreciate their honesty. I would stay, but I'll slowly
Step
plan
back.
my exit. Yeah.
Charles?
Yeah, that's a good answer. That's too close to home for me again. Because it happened again. But yeah, I'll stay.
But slowly plan your exit route.
Or find until the next one comes along.
Okay.
Krisha?
Yeah, I think I would be like Nika. It's not that I'm gonna plan it, but I think subconsciously I would be detaching myself. But I'll stay.
And the last one for you guys today. They are extremely active on social media, but they take 3 days to reply to you.
Is that me?
Do you stay or do you go, Krisha?
I'll go.
Charles?
I'll also go.
Nika?
But what if that's just the way the person is? That's me.
Because for me, that's just
It depends
friends.
how deep the situation
No.
is.
Let me see. No, it depends on what the baseline is. Because what if actually that's how the person was? Like, you've met them and they actually respond like
3 days.
3 days after. But it's just because they're just that kind of person.
That's a friend. That's not like a you can put
Yeah,
like a ship
it's not
in
a
there.
situation.
Yeah, like a relay or
That's
a situation. Exactly.
That was a bit of a level up from our this
Oh,
or
yeah.
that.
Oo nga pala. Wow.
Di nga pala tayo.
I'm not singing this time.
For a change.
All right. In all honesty, what do you think is the most stressful part of being in a situationship, or what are the struggles to be in one?
I think based on the previous game that we had, it's the uncertainty. It's not knowing, are we together? Are we not? Is this fun? Is this not? Are we just here for the ride? When does this end? Like, there's so much uncertainties on those kind of situation, and you don't know where to place yourself. Like the questions earlier, like how do you introduce them to your friends? Do you bring them in family gatherings? So there's so much unknown in a situationship.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think mine is also just the mind games.
It's the mind games.
Yeah, it just keeps you up at night, and there's just no peace with it because
Yeah.
you're always like, oh, what are we? What are we not?
What can I do?
What is my place in your life? The pro of it is like the lack of commitment, but it's also the con of being in a relationship. It's the lack of commitment because you don't know where you are.
Yeah, exactly. I think it would be stressful for me if I don't know exactly where I stand in that person's life. Especially I overthink a lot. So I wouldn't know, can I say this? Or do I have to do this? Or, like, you don't really know what to do and it's stressful. And the struggle of it is not really forming an attachment to that person because you know that there's a risk of it ending.
Yeah.
So you would have to stop yourself from forming attachment or being emotionally invested.
And it's hard to ask for more.
It's hard to ask for more.
More time, more attention, because you don't know really, like, we don't have a label, so how can I act like a girlfriend if I'm not one?
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Yeah.
And as a guy as well, like sometimes you put in effort, but does this effort actually count? Does this effort, my time and my expenses, would it go somewhere? And because you kind of know it won't,
Yeah.
but like, would we step out of the line of situationship and eventually go to a relationship? But
Yeah.
the answer is usually not. But you'll never know that until the end, right?
Yeah, or if you just like going with the flow. I think the pros would be there's not much responsibility or obligation.
Funny story. I met one situationship. I saw her yesterday. It was kind of nice. It's like you kind of friends, you know, like you've formed a ship, whatever that is. But once you start thinking of how are you, and you just realize how toxic each other are, and that's why you left out of the situationship. And kind of the statements earlier that like, why did I stay or when did you leave? It's just because it's fun. It's just because it's present. There's someone in your life right now until someone better came along, and yeah, just had to leave.
I guess if you find more peace, not having that situationship anymore, then I guess that's actually one of the advantage because you're not, you know, like it's not really a relationship that you, like a romantic, serious relationship that you had. So it's easy to be sucked into a situationship, but I guess it's also easy to just get out of it.
It's easy to be sucked. Yeah.
It's easy to be sucked or it's easy to suck? Could I ask?
You suck, that's why you got sucked.
Could I ask, why did you leave your most recent situationship?
So someone came along.
So you were currently in a situationship and then you jumped
You're
ship.
looking.
Yeah.
Or-
So I kind of ended already, and then I tried again, and then a few hours later, I started messaging someone.
Wow!
But whilst you're in the situationship, are you looking for another potential situationship?
I mean, situationship. It's like in a way, it's like flirting with each other, but non-committal. So yeah, I mean, because I knew it was already ending, it ended really. But until I just tried again, so I don't think there was commitment issue during that situation, and I suddenly stopped. There was no ending. I just stopped messaging her. 2 weeks later, that was the first time that she messaged me first. And I was like, oof, this is weird. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you. Fine. And then, of course, I stopped again. 2 weeks later, she messaged again first. I was like, okay, she's getting this the deal that I'm not messaging her anymore, and she probably knows that she's missing something.
So you didn't end it right then and there. It's just you ghosting.
In a way, but
Yeah.
but because we already kind of ended it before.
Yeah, okay.
There was something that happened that kind of like, all right, we're done.
Was a deal breaker for you?
Yeah. Before I saw her again, 3 weeks, we did not talk. We did not see each other. So until someone came along better, and then life is better.
Period. I guess mine has been like, well, almost a decade ago. It's a slow fizzle for me because, like what I've mentioned before, I was just tired of the mind games and like trying to find where I'm at. And then I saw in his messages, he said that, well, he complimented someone saying like, oh, you're beautiful. And then that's when I kind of realized I have to check out, because I think he's also about to check out as well, because I guess it's like a losing game. You're investing a lot to no end, like no end goal. So I think we just started to slowly check out, and then that's it.
When you're entering a situationship, you have to be clear in your head what your boundaries are, what you will and you will not tolerate. So for me to leave a situationship, that would be, especially if you agreed to be, you know, like exclusive situationship, and then they betrayed you or cheated in a way, then that's the end for it. And another one would be if someone disrespected me, and you know, no one deserved to be disrespected, especially if you've been nothing but nice to them. So that would be my I would be like, okay, yeah, I'll respect where you are, but I'm gonna step out and let you be happy.
In a situationship, how often do you give chances?
I think because naturally, as I think I've said this before, I give loads of chances until one day I'll snap and I'm like, I'm out. And you can not really get me back once I've already checked out. But I don't have specific number. I give chances as much as I can, as long as those two things.
Yeah, mine is the complete opposite as her. I'm more of a self-preservation, and I protect myself against like feeling hurt. So I want to be the first person to check out first.
Mine is a bit of both of you guys. Like limited chances, like maybe 3 or it's like, oh, strike one.
Strike.
I think it's kind of limited. I don't think you can give enough chances. I think you have to set your boundaries and like what is okay and what is not. But the thing is, you really have to know that are you really in a situationship, or is there courtship? Is there dating or like a proper dating being involved? So drawing that fine line, then you can put your boundaries as well.
Yeah. It's stressful, but I guess you're just giving what you are willing to lose in the
Fair.
end. Yeah. Just give what you can lose. Yeah.
We're now in the depth of talking about situationships and sharing our experiences on how we got our hearts broken or broke someone's heart. Wow. But now I've scoured the good old internet and got a short story on Reddit and kind of give our 2 cents about it, since we're old people. They would require
Our
our
advice.
wisdom. Yeah, wisdom and our advice.
Gen Z's advice to the millennials' advice to the Gen Z.
Yeah. Listen to your tito and tita.
We've been there, done that.
We'll share our opinion that no one asked.
Yeah. Unsolicited advice.
We love doing that. We love doing that. So this is just a short one. I found out that my situationship was talking with other girls while with me. Okay, so basically last night I snuck out to be with my situationship of 3 months, and we went to go drinking and be together, but ended up meeting these other chill people who were also drinking and offered some of what they were drinking. I only took a sip, but my situationship, let's call him Calvin, chugged way too much, and we both ended up way too drunk. But the thing is, Calvin was my ride home, and at this point, it was already 3 in the morning, and I needed to be back at 5. But he was not sober enough to drive, and I was throwing up. Classic. So I ended up calling his friend off of his phone to get him to call me an Uber. But while I was calling him, I decided to check his messages for anyone, since he was very strict. He was very strict with me on talking with other guys. And he would constantly accuse me of talking with other people. I ended up finding messages of him telling his ex that he missed her. I also found messages between him and who I assume is another girl saying that he needs to see her. I didn't go through all of his messages, so I don't know if that's it, but I feel very disrespected since he was very adamant on me being fully committed to him, even if we were not dating. I don't know what to do anymore. Should I confront him or should I ignore it since we are not even dating? I feel like I've wasted 3 months on this stupid shit. Wow. Oh, okay. So this is also a tangent. He was also the reason I'm not sober anymore since he's a bad alcoholic. He hasn't texted me since. Should I confront him or should I just do it on the phone?
So after them getting drunk, the guy stopped texting her.
Probably. He's probably still drunk or drinking. But I think the big questions here is she in the right to confront him about texting other girls?
And even the right to go through his phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if the guy did that to her, I think that gives her the
right, isn't it?
The right. Because I think
yeah.
it has to be both sides. I mean, if you restrict another person, that should be the same rule for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I mean, how would I put this? So,
Ayan na. Let's go.
Words of
I
wisdom.
mean, I don't think it's right to go someone's phone. That's one thing. But then the guy telling her that she cannot see anyone or talk to anyone but then did that is what's wrong. And I don't know, sometimes maybe it's a women's gut feeling that's why she actually look at his
Going
phone.
through, yeah.
Well, I don't know if it validate of her invading his privacy to what he did to her. But I guess that's, yeah, if you will set a rule, it's not applicable to just one party. It's for
Yeah.
both of you.
And I think it was also projection, isn't it? Because I think the guy kept accusing her of talking to other people because that's what he was doing. But I guess like in the rules of being in a situationship, did he do something wrong? Because they're not dating. They're not exclusively dating. There were no labels.
I think it's wrong in a way that he told the girl that she cannot do it.
Yeah.
If I can't do it, then you can't do it. So,
Do you think she should confront him?
I think a phone call should be okay.
No.
Like, I don't think you should make an effort to see a person again.
It's 3 months?
Yeah.
3 months is not a long
waste?
time, by the way.
Why waste your time, like seeing the other
Exactly.
person and giving them a chance to woo you again face to face? you know?
And the energy. I think I'll just disappear. Yeah,
I mean, there's
after
not really a
seeing
lot of
that.
investment done, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll just disappear. I wouldn't really put so much energy. Because what would you get out from the confrontation? Like, I saw your phone and you were texting this, and then he's gonna be like explaining, and then you're like, it's like a pointless back and forth.
I know. It's a cycle, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think you can jump from that mentality to being ready to a relationship in that short span of time. That you just change your mind. Oh no, actually now I'm ready. Let's make it exclusive. No, it would take some time to be emotionally mature and to change what you want or to make space for someone.
For me, it's the messaging other girls. I think if you then start to want to have a relationship, what about these messages that I saw on your phone? Like, what is the assurance that you're not gonna message your ex or any other woman after that? So no, goodbye.
Yeah, I've realized actually that trust is more important to me than my actual emotion.
Because I think that's what happened to me. Because I also snooped on his phone. And that's why I saw the message. And then that's when I'm like, yeah, there's no way to 180 this. I think I should start
But I
going
think you
back.
had that urge to snoop because deep down you feel something. Because you wouldn't really look at someone else's phone if you're not feeling something, or like you're at peace with that guy.
Is there any peace because you're in a situationship? So you're not really.
The
there's
peace is to
nothing in there.
chill. Like the peace is
Yeah,
like,
yeah, the peace is-
we good.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're chill, if you're just matching each other's energy,
Yeah.
if you have somehow a clear ground rules. Let's say like that guy, you cannot see anyone, and then like whatever. Then I guess the piece is to chill, and then just enjoy each other's company. But then it's like a red flag that you keep ignoring, and then the longer it's happening, the larger the cost is.
I don't know. I think you're heading to a relationshipy kind of thing. Because for me, if it's a situationship, there could be a lot of things they can just let go of so that you can chill.
No, yeah, but with this situation,
Well, fair. Yeah.
yeah, I'm not talking like this one.
She's not talking about her situation.
talking about my situation.
Lastly, what would you advise the woman then?
Find a new one.
In your situation?
Get out as early as now.
Yeah, you have so much to live for, and this is literally nothing.
So many men and fishes
It's
in the sea.
raining men. Okay, I hope your Tito and Tita helped you.
I hope we made sense.
Not really, but you get what
Yeah.
we mean.
We're still learning.
Right, thank you for your much needed advice. Not really. Inputs. It seems like you have a lot of experiences and life lessons that were.
That's why I look at you.
no, it deserves a. There we go.
That you got out of your situationship. Wow. How
You
long?
too.
Yeah. Okay. How long did you stay in your most recent
Ooh.
situationship?
Almost recent. 30 months.
3
And
months.
it kind of extended to 4 when I tried to woo her again. it was Christmas, so it kind of like when everyone's kind of sad. So I tried to appease her, like, hey, want to join our party? Da 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 da. No, I can't. I'm working. So instead of just leaving it that way, I tried to bring her some food, and then it kind of like opened doors again. But yeah, I think that was the end of it. Because of what happened previously, I think we just ended it there, and we just couldn't fix what was the problem.
When I was younger, a year?
Situationship, okay.
Yeah,
wow.
a year when I was younger. But we were close friends. And then we became situationship.
Mine was also a year. It started as a courtship, and then it was, I think, my lack of commitment. Like I said, it was like it branched out to becoming a situationship rather than,
Being
saying
a
yes and being in a relationship.
serious one.
Yeah. Our one is like a year, and yours is, a couple
The
months.
recent
3
one,
months.
but like the
Yeah.
longest is probably 7, 6.
It's still long, yeah. So okay, let's kind of focus on the longest situationship.
Okay.
Why did you stay? Why did you hang around for that long?
I just needed someone to be with me while I'm fixing my life. I thought about it actually and reflected on it, and she was the person who was there while I needed to reinvent myself. Like the movie of Popoy and Basha, when you had me at my worst, she had me at my best, that kind of situation. She was the one who had me at my worst. Like I couldn't function as much. I couldn't go out as much, but there was someone I could speak to, someone who could appease me while I was not okay. So I kind of stayed because I needed her. In a way, like you said earlier, it's not she's on the losing end, but I thank her for being in my life, actually, to be honest with you.
How about you? Your longest? Why did you stay around?
I stayed because I had feelings for him. And now he's happily married. He has a kid. As you've said, at that time, I needed that company. It's comfortable. It makes you happy. So you stayed.
Yeah, I think that's the same reason as mine as well. I was a late bloomer, and I wasn't really dating a lot of people at that time. So it was like the most serious one that I have gotten, but without the commitment, which I preferred. Because at that time I was not a girl, but not yet a woman. By Britney Spears. So yeah, I think it was like my way to kind of maneuver myself, or like try to dip my toes into being in a romantic
To have
relationship.
a picture of what a romantic relationship is.
Yeah, because I think it's not like the books at all, right? I had to maneuver around without the actual commitment of
The
it.
pressure
Yeah,
of
without
being
the pressure.
an actual
Yeah.
girlfriend.
Did you have any regrets, or were there anything that you wished you would have done differently?
I don't have regrets about it because it made me happy. Am I gonna change something different? Yeah, maybe we could have ended things in a better way, but it's okay.
I also have no regrets if we're talking about the longest one, because it was a good 6 months. Like I think we learned so much about each other, because again, she was older than me. I think she needed my energy to feel young again and kind of like in herself again, because before me, she was not going out as much, she wasn't enjoying herself as much. So yeah, I think we both benefited from that situationship.
It's a gray line.
Yeah. But I think we ended it perfectly. We had a good conversation, and when I asked like, do we move this to a relationship, and when she said no, I think we both kind of knew that it was ending in a way, but I just couldn't let it go without trying to ask.
Yeah, I didn't have any regrets. Although I wish I would have been more open in terms of conversations. I think I was letting pride and ego in the way. We could have ended it a bit more civil, I would say, rather than me just like
Yeah.
not
Boy.
responding. Yeah, like bye.
But I'd say that I don't have any ill feeling for those people I
no,
was
not
in
at all, yeah.
situationship. I don't hold any grudges. I'm happy, you're happy.
Yeah.
That's
And I
it.
wish them all well.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. I wish them well.
yeah. It's like what Cardi B said. I wish you well in hell. All's well that ends well. How about you guys? Do you think a situationship is ever worth pursuing for? Let us know in the comments and see you guys again in the next episode. Bye.